All right, so there's a little bit of controversy going on in New York as the New York Islanders are cruising to the Eastern Conference Final. The New York Rangers feel a little bit indifferent as they feel they've got some interesting scenarios they have to figure out this offseason. Specifically, their big 20-year-old right shot defenseman, Tony Deangelo. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at Tony Deangelo and the New York Rangers. So the status around Tony Deangelo is really interesting because you look at he was drafted by the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round back in 2015 or 2016. He goes on to the Arizona Coyotes, unable to find success. And then he goes up to the New York Rangers, where he seems to finally be, getting things going. But unfortunately, he is a restricted free agent, and now the questions have been out there that will the New York Rangers indeed keep Tony Deangelo on possibly a 1 or 2 year contract, or do they possibly consider, letting him go into restricted free agency, someone tenders an offer, they accept the compensation, or do they try and trade him before then? So really it comes down to what we've been hearing in the news recently. As if you're a New York Rangers fan, you know anything about New York sports in general with their reporters, Brooksy, as they call him, is very well known for being a little bit of an interesting reporter. He likes to create, news stories and stuff like that. And if you look at John Tortorella interviews, John Tortorella loves Larry Brooks. So make sure to check out those videos if you have not, because John Tortorella, you can't get enough of him. But now he's kind of been going after Tony Deangelo, and not necessarily attacking him, but Tony Deangelo even said the other day, he's basically trying to trade me, and I think there's a scenario where that makes sense, though. That's the problem, because the Rangers, as crazy as it sounds, the salary cap is starting to become an issue for the Rangers. You gave Artemi Panarin that 10.5 last year, which is a decent amount of money. You've got Mika Zibanejad, who is on a pretty good contract but still making decent money. Now you have Tony Deangelo coming up. You still have Henrik Lundqvist deal that lasts another season. So the Rangers are not out of the clear yet, and they have a lot of guys that they have to pay. And not to mention, Nils Lundqvist will be a unrestricted free agent in 2022. So the New York Rangers have to consider that he's probably going to be looking for a decent contract in a couple of years from now. So they got to worry about that as well. The Rangers are in a spot where Tony Deangelo or Nils Lundqvist, that's kind of where Larry Brooks is coming from in that regard. Now, I don't see a scenario why you can't have both. Maybe that means you have to sacrifice a forward, which could possibly happen here for the New York Rangers. But remember, they have Alexis Lafreniere, Capo Caco. So somebody's got to be dealt in that scenario. And it makes me wonder that that's probably what they're going to have to do somewhere along the line. So besides that, though, let's be real. Tony Deangelo has been a great fit with the Rangers. If they can keep him, I'm sure that Jeff Gorton will do his most, try and do whatever he can to keep him in the lineup. But there's a very real scenario that Tony Deangelo may have played his last game with the New York Rangers. The details have been, in and out. I think Deangelo wants to stay with the Rangers. He's going to want to get paid the money that he deserves, though. So that may be an issue here, unless he maybe takes a pay cut to stay with the Rangers. I don't know where he stands at this point with that. But at this point, the scenario is definitely out there that Tony Deangelo could, in fact, be traded by the New York Rangers. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of these rumors? Do you think Tony Deangelo will stay with the Rangers, maybe sign a short-term contract, or do you think the Rangers will indeed trade him? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Make sure to check out our Patreon at Goal Line Hockey for some exclusive content, post-game videos, as well as a weekly podcast. And make sure to check out our Instagram and Twitter at goalline_hockey. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.